Anyone have a question?
All right.
We're going to get there eventually. So no, Joe, obviously wanted to ask about the jumpers, man. Obviously been working on that for a long time. Got 3 of those to go down. Just first off, just how much better do you feel with that thing, and how did it feel just to get a couple to fall?
Felt good. They were sagging off on me. I just let the game come to me. I didn't force it. If I wasn't in rhythm, I didn't shoot it. You can see that. But if I was in rhythm, I just played in rhythm. Just didn't think about it. Just came down and shot it.
For Matt and Travion both, obviously you guys, it seemed like the emphasis this week was on getting the ball inside. How did you kind of see that relative to what you saw prior to this week?
I think guys were just really looking for us. I think you could see that on the plays we ran where we tried to specifically get it inside. What I really noticed today is that they were looking for us for longer. Normally, I feel like the problem we've had is that we look real quick for like half a second, then we stop looking. I feel like what I really saw is guys were not just looking on the first option; they were looking long on the first option, and then on the second option, they were looking for that as well.
I guess for one thing, it's different when coach is saying it. It's different from when coach is saying it, whereas you're watching it on film, you're actually watching it. You see like guys are not getting in the post. So that's one thing we've been working on this in practice. Just getting the ball to guys, throwing it at his head. Just trying to deliver the ball without turning it over. We've really been working on that, so it worked out for us.
Got 3 centers up here.
Honestly, no, honestly.
Matt, how do you get more consistent performances like you had in the second half tonight? I mean, you've had games like this before, but I think they need you to do this on a consistent basis throughout the season now.
This is for me, it's gonna take just being aggressive every time. I can't just sag off, what I used to do, and be content with that. I gotta be willing to step up and willing to ask for the ball longer. Because what I just failed to mention is that something we need to be doing better is I needed to be asking for the ball more. That was a big part of it too. I was giving up on the post up as well. So I think today what I did better, and something I'm going to continue to work on, is being more aggressive and asking for the ball, and also asking for it on that second option, because guys can't get it to me if I'm not looking at them for the ball.
This is for anybody, but just the last 2 games, how's that helped you guys sort of rebuild the confidence going into another tough series of games coming up next week?
Good job. Go ahead, good job. Thanks for me. Obviously, this is a new team. We have to get to know each other. Obviously, losing is not the way to do that, but obviously, losing obviously hurts. But what stops that from getting to the tournament or getting to a Final Four or the end goal that we're trying to get? So obviously we didn't want those 2 losses, but we just allowed that just to give us confidence, allowed us to just come into practice with more energy, more detailed than we were before. And I think we realized that early rather than later, which is fine with me. Obviously, again, it sucks taking 2 losses, but I'd rather figure that out early. And just give these 2 games we just had gives us the confidence to keep building off these wins. And when it comes down to some big time games in Florida and Big Ten play, we'll be ready for it.
Travion, can you kind of talk about the run you had in the first half? I was just feeling good. Coach B always talks to me about getting loose and getting active and getting yourself ready. Even coming out the second half, that's something he harps on with me, just getting yourself loose, being ready to play. Because most guys, when they go in after the first half, they come back out and they're sluggish, they're slow, they got to get back into it, they got to get sweat in. So one thing Coach B tells me to try to work on is just try to get myself going early. So yeah.
Matt and Travion both, when you are the size that you guys are, you get in foul trouble a lot, but how do you kind of, learn to play defense better without fouling? It's tough when you're your size. I think back to when Isaac was here, he got foul calls because he was just big. It's probably a detriment being as tall as you are and trying to make it look like you're not fouling or whatever, but how do you kind of work on that to make sure that they're not calling those fouls?
You just got to be smart about it. There's a couple of things you just know refs call. That coaches know they're calling it. We know they're calling it because it's just an automatic call. Not jumping when you're in the restricted area. It's an automatic call. So we got to work on being straight up, that kind of stuff. Making sure we're not hip checking people. You know, it's just being detailed, it's being clean about stuff. You know, it's just those little things you really want to do, like reaching down for that block that you might get. It's probably smarter than not doing just stay straight up. So it's just it's honestly just about staying disciplined on defense.
You pretty much said it all. Just being disciplined. You pretty much got to get the refs on your side. You know, always doing the right thing. That's just being straight up, being solid, like you said, being disciplined.
No, Joe, this seemed like a really good passing game. What did you see during the week, during practice, that maybe things got a little bit smoother offensively in that sense?
We just move. Coach talked about just moving the ball a little bit more. Obviously, take the available shot that they give you, but if just don't force it. We just gotta, sometimes we were just trying to force stuff. Excuse me. Sometimes we're just trying to force it, and we just gotta allow the game just to come to us, and that's what we've been doing in practice. If you don't have it off initial shot, initial drive, or initial post up, then move the ball, get to the next action, and then we've been doing a lot of that in practice. So I think it was on display today.
That answer might work for this question too, but you guys obviously saw a bunch of zone tonight, a lot in the last game against Chicago State. What do you think you guys are doing, well, basically, when you guys are facing zone? What's standing out to you in terms of how you guys are handling that right now?
I feel like we just staying poised, continue just to move. Don't let the zone, rattle us at all. Just continue just to move, find the open spaces, get ready to shoot. Coach always talks about if you have an open shot, make sure you take it. A lot of coaches really don't say that, but Coach Payne said if you have an open shot, shoot it. Because we'd rather have that open shot or that available shot in rhythm than a drive kick and then they close out to all the other options. Then we're down on the shot clock. So we just been ready to shoot. We've been getting a lot of shots up and just staying poised. And when it comes to the zone and man.
Anything else? Thank you guys.